hear that? You got to love that Christmas music, the sights and sounds of our favorite time of the year.
Yes.
Yes, it's our first Christmas show on your Kingsport Chamber Zone. Welcome. I am Bob Figgins with your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, you are.
She's my little holiday elf and hopefully one of my favorite Christmas shoppers. Laura Woods with Care for Me, that is.
Yeah.
with Care Center's Management Consulting. And we're coming to you today from our annual CZ Trek here at the Kingsport Town Center, and we're going to visit Santa's Playland here.
It always gets us into the holiday mood, albeit a little bit earlier in the year than what you might normally expect. But that being said, you can't help but be festive when you're here at this very popular retail outlet. We're going to have an update about all the great things going on here, not only during the holiday season, but throughout the year in a bit.
That's right. The Kingsport Town Center is also a huge supporter of the Kingsport Salvation Army. Of course, the Salvation Army will be out in full force this year with its red kettle ringers and its very popular and very important Angel Tree program. We'll tell you about those very important endeavors and how you can make Christmas a lot brighter for a lot of children in our area.
Very worthwhile program, a great thing. And another worthwhile program that we can't wait to tell you about is the Symphony of the Mountains, because of course if we're talking holiday, that means Christmas concert by that fabulous orchestra. We will have the lovely Cornelia Lumley Orth on the show to tell us about what's going to be on tap for the holidays, because you're not going to want to miss that.
It's a fun sleigh ride on your CZ today. Before we get to all of those great holiday guests, let's take a look at your upcoming Kingsport Chamber news and events. And we're so happy now to be joined by our host for today's Kingsport Chamber Zone, maybe our two favorite elves in Kingsport. We're joined by Kevin Harmon and Amy Boyles here of the Kingsport Town Center. Kevin, of course, is the general manager here. And you see now why I'm laughing at some of their head attire. And Amy Boyles is the marketing director here at the Kingsport Town Center. And it's good to see both of you all. We always love coming here, especially this time of the year. If I can get through this without laughing.
Good to be here.
It's good to be here. Yeah, well, you are very festive. It's the Christmas season here. We're getting ready for your busiest time of the year. So, Kevin, give us an update on how well the Kingsport Town Center is doing.
Kingsport Town Center is doing well. We're following national trends. Our apparel is struggling, just like it is nationally. But our other stores, glasses, stores that are service-oriented, our anchor stores are doing very, very well. So we're going to have a good year. We start off very rough, but we've really made it up, and then we're ahead of last year.
And you're always looking to recruit new stores here too. The mall's always working on that.
And we're on the cusp of filling a very big need here. So we're just hoping that will come up soon.
Breaking news when you break it on the Kingsport Chamber Zone when that happens?
When that happens, I'll let you know.
That's what we always look forward to. Well, since we are sort of in the holiday spirit, one of the things we always like to find out from you this time is what kind of movies can we expect for the holiday season this year?
Well, you've got some good movies coming out. Dumb and Dumber 2, I think, is coming out.
And that's not our Christmas episode, let's be very clear here.
I think with Jim Carrey and the other guy, I don't know his name. Night at the Museum has a movie coming out right at Christmas, and it's going to have Robin Williams in it. So we really believe, and the theater industry believes, that it's going to be a huge success. And of course, the other big one is Hunger Games is coming out with their next install or series or Mockingbird, Mockingjay, something like that. So that's the three biggies that are coming out that I think everybody will recognize.
We look forward to all three of those, and also, Amy, look forward to a number of holiday events that you'll be hosting here at the Christmas season. You already have your decorations up in early November, and it's a good thing because y'all have a number of events you'll be hosting during the Christmas holidays. Tell us about some of those.
Well, the first one we're going to have is the St. Jude Give Thanks Walk, and this year our goal is to raise $125,000. Right now we have $71,000 on our way to that goal.
That's amazing.
Money will start rolling in here in the next 2 weeks, so it's a great event. It's for a great cause. Go online, sign up at givethankswalk.org, and come and join us and walk on Saturday, November the 22nd here at the mall. The entrance for registration is at the Piccadilly entrance, and so we'll have lots of entertainment. It's going to be fun, and you'll see it'll make a believer out of you. So,
and of course, you'll have Santa here throughout the holiday season, right? Here at your Playland, right?
Santa will be here at. He's going to arrive at 1 p.m. on Friday, November the 28th, and he's bringing 2 live reindeer. Donner and Vixen.
Does this mean dogs are not welcome?
Might spook the reindeer.
I'm
That's
so
for sure.
disappointed. I was hoping it was Dasher and Dancer. But, you know, Donna
had them
Blitzen
before.
fine.
Please,
Okay.
don't be cheesy. Don't be cheesy. I don't think it was in their union contract.
But kids can get their picture made in Santa's sleigh
Okay.
from 1 to 6 on that Friday, and then he'll be here for the rest of the time till the 24th, and then he's going to be a little bit busy for a while.
Yes,
Understood.
yeah. He has a few things to do
Understood.
then.
Yeah.
Understood. I always enjoy coming out here whenever they have kids programs going on because Amy's just always in the thick of things. Whenever that's the case, it's just great to see because you just do so much outside of just providing a place for people to come and get great deals and great bargains. Kevin, another thing that you do have going on during the holiday season, of course, is the Salvation Army Angel Tree Program. So can you talk to us a little bit about why that's important for the Kingsport Town Center to support that?
Really, it's because it's local. The money that is raised by the kettle, the red kettle, and the money or the people on the angel tree, the money on the red kettle stays local, and the angel tree are local kids. And we've always strived to be really a true town center where people could come and do their thing with the local community. And we're a big part of their budget, and if we didn't do it, I think it would really hurt them.
Sure.
And we don't really want to do that. But the main, if you really had to put one thing, it would be that it's local. We are supporting local kids, Sullivan County, some Virginia, Southwest Virginia, and the money is local also.
That's great.
To help support the kitchen downtown.
That's great.
Well, it's just an absolutely great cause, and people can contribute to that here throughout the holiday season. And Amy, with the decorations up, people are already eager to begin their Christmas shopping. Laura's already asked for my list, so tell us when you will be open on that big Thanksgiving Day this year.
Well, this year we're going to open at 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving
Okay.
night. However, JCPenney has just announced they're going to open at 5 p.m.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, the anchor stores will probably stay open all night long, and we'll have some stores that will close at 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. and then open again at 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. So we'll have a little shopping break there for our smaller stores, but the anchors will probably stay open all night long for the big shopping marathon.
Wow, that's amazing. So Amy, if people want to, that was a lot of information, so if people want to keep track of what the holiday hours are going to be, find out about the holiday events that you have going on here, where do they get that
You
information?
can go to kingsporttowncenter.com and just go to holiday hours and mall hours, and you'll find them there, along with all of the other information for all of our events throughout the season. Just click on events, so you can find that there. You can also go to Pinterest. We like to pin.
Okay.
We like to tweet, so you can go to Twitter. And then you can also go to our Facebook page. Just type in Kingsport Town Center, and you can find all that information there as well.
Is that how we find you on Twitter and Pinterest as well?
Yes.
Kingsport Town Center?
Yes.
Very good. Well, Amy Boyles, Kevin Harmon with the Kingsport Town Center, thank you so much for getting us into the holiday spirit, albeit a little bit earlier than I normally like to do it, but still, it's hard not to when you're in this great place and all the great things that you've done here at Kingsport Town Center. We look forward to more success.
Outstanding. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you both.
Thanks for coming.
And when we come back on your CZ, we'll tell you how one local family benefits enormously from that St. Jude Give Thanks Walk. Please stay with us. Well, welcome back to your Kingsport Chamber Zone on location from Santa's Playland here at the Kingsport Town Center, and we're very happy now to be joined by some very special guests. We have the Cars back on our show for a repeat appearance, all for very good reasons, a number of good reasons. Brett and Jessica Carr and their fantastic son Corbin here with us, and to talk about the Give Thanks Walk here at the Kingsport Town Center. And thanks for being with us again. Before we talk about the walk and the importance of it, tell us again Corbin's story and tell us how he's doing.
Corbin is now, he'll be 4 years old in December, but at 9 months old, he was diagnosed with what's called alveolar rhabdomyosarcoma. And he was diagnosed at stage 4 because of the size and location of the tumor in his right thigh. So we were sent to St. Jude because that was the best option for him to have treatment. St. Jude fought very hard for our son, and that's how they do all the children.
Well, just based on what we've seen of Corbin and the way he was kicking around the soccer ball this morning, it certainly seems like that he is a success story of the miracles that they're able to work at St. Jude, and it's wonderful to see. So one of the ways that you all are trying to give back to the hospital that has given you so much is the St. Jude Give Thanks Walk. So can you tell us just a little bit about that and why it's important?
Yes. The Give Thanks Walk is it's a national thing that goes on to draw attention to St. Jude and the importance of giving, because St. Jude runs off of donations. They don't ask the family to pay for a penny. No child is turned away for inability to pay. They take away all your financial concerns as far as medical treatment, so you can concentrate on the life that's in front of you, which is your child going through treatment.
Sure.
So the Give Thanks Walk, November 22nd is coming up, and we just ask that people go register. If you can't walk, at least make a donation, and spread the word.
And Brett, that walk means so much to all these families, right? Well, St. Jude, that's everything to these families.
Yes, sir. It gave us the ability to be there as a family, and that means so much. Like she said, you just don't know if it could be his last day, but we were able, through the funding and able to be there with him, support one another, and spend, could have been his last moments.
Right.
Sure. And so one of the ways, again, we want to try to prevent that, of course, is to give back to St. Jude's, because they've given so much to you guys. Sure.
Yes. And the research that's going on is incredible.
Sure.
And
the walk again, November 22nd?
Yes, November 22nd.
All right. And so for more information, we'll put the website up on the screen for you as well. But please be sure to take advantage of that, and please do give back. It's your opportunity to do so. The Carr family, Brett, Jessica, Corbin, it is so good to see you all again. Thank you so much. We appreciate you all sharing the story again.
Thank you all.
And when we come back, we'll have more of your Kingsport Chamber Zone right after this.
And welcome back to your Kingsport Chamber Zone, on location from the very festive Santa's Playland here at the Kingsport Town Center.
And not very many feet from this festive playland is another tree located here in the Kingsport Town Center that's very special, very important, and that is, of course, the Salvation Army Angel Tree. It has lots and lots of paper angels on there, which represent a lot of the children in our area who are in need this Christmas. And we can't wait to tell you how you can help out with them, as well as some other great programs that the Salvation Army has. And who better to tell us about that is Major Anthony Basso with the Salvation Army. He is head corps. What's the official title?
Corps Officer,
Commanding Officer with the Salvation Army. And of course, we love to have you on at this time of the year, because you get to share with us some of the great things that the Salvation Army is doing for our community. So let's start there. Tell us about the exceptional things that Salvation Army does for our area.
Well, the Salvation Army obviously is part of the American fabric and the holidays. So we're going to run most of the traditional programs that Salvation Army runs nationwide. We are going to have a Thanksgiving dinner. We're going to have a Christmas Eve meal. We're going to be doing, of course, the Angel Tree, where we're going to be able to help 1,900 plus families. That represents about 3,500 children that will receive toys. We're in the parade. We try to get the word out, and of course, we're highlighting a time of the year where we're most visible. But the Salvation Army in the Tri-Cities, Kingsport, Bristol, and Johnson City, we're doing this 365 days a year, housing the homeless. We're serving between 8,000 and 10,000 meals per month just right here in Kingsport. So this is a time where we look to the holiday spirit of Christmas, and we just people open their hearts, and this community is unbelievable in helping us get those toys that we need to help those children, that will have a great Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, that is one of the best ways to give back, is through your extraordinary Angel Tree program. So tell us a little bit about how that works.
Basically, here at the Town Center, Kingsport Town Center, we have the tree up, and we have all the cards, the Angel Tree cards on there, that represent a child, a boy or girl, and simply someone who wants to donate towards that program will take that piece of paper, and they'll take that home, and or they take it through the mall and they go shopping, and they provide that those toys for children who's in need.
And how much are families expected to spend on each child?
It's really whatever they want. You know, we don't want it to be a burden on the community. So, I mean, we're looking $10, $20. It doesn't have to be exorbitant amount, but we do have people that have a lot of money, and they'll go out and they'll buy a, you know, $100 bike, and they'll buy some other games and stuff, and you know, those video games and stuff they're not expensive, or they're not cheap anymore, and so it's really up to the donor. We're not looking to set a set price, but somewhere around $10 would be good, you know.
Sure, absolutely. And then when people buy these packages, these gifts, these toys, they bring them back here. They're not supposed to be wrapped, right?
No, that's critical because, first of all, we have an obligation to the families that we're helping, that we need to know what's going out to the children. And we don't want any issues or horror stories with inappropriate toys and that kind of thing. So we make sure that when the toys come in, we know what they are. But we do also provide wrapping paper for the parents to wrap them themselves, which is a good thing because they feel a part of that and whatnot.
Can you tell us, as best you can in a summary fashion, just what these toys mean to these children that you're able to serve?
Oh gosh, it means the world because, again, as a child, if anyone out there who's watching this program, if you grew up poor, even as I did, I remember not having really any significant toys. In fact, there was probably a 3-4 year stretch where all I got was a football. One football, that was all I got. And the way that made me feel as a child, I know that that's what the children are feeling when they get these new toys. Sure. It just brightens their life.
Makes Christmas a lot better for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Major, where are the angel trees located and how long will they be up?
Well, primarily it's going to be here. We're going to actually have one at both Walmart stores as well. My wife, Major Sharon Basso, is coordinating those efforts. So we'll probably add some more, but the main one is here at the Kingsport Town Center, and then our 2 Walmarts.
And you can't get to those angel trees here at the Kingsport Town Center or the Walmarts without first going by your red kettle ringers, who are as much a Christmas tradition as Christmas trees themselves. So tell us about that part of what the Salvation Army does.
We're going to be at all the major stores in Kingsport, and we ask that if you have if you're part of a church group or even your own family, if you could come out and take a day, again, that helps us to save money and use more of that towards assistance.
Well, and speaking of the money and the goal of raising about $120,000, how do you plan on using that money?
It goes right into everything we do every single day. Now, specifically during the Christmas time, if we're short on toys, a particular age group, and that happens, it happens every single year actually, we have to go out and we'll go to our local Walmart. We're going to go right back to where we're getting support in the community, buying gifts for some of the older kids, which was a hard, kind of a hard age group. So that's what we do with it. We take care of the immediate issue, and then on through the rest of the season where we're helping with the food and the rent and the utilities.
And you mentioned that it's very important that you have a great volunteer base for the Red Kettle Ringers because that helps reduce your costs. So people want to donate their time to be a Red Kettle Ringer. Can you tell us just a little bit about what's expected of them and how they would be able to volunteer for that?
So if someone's interested in ringing a bell, they can call our main office. We'll get the information from them. We'll sign them up for a 2-hour shift. If they have a family, if it's a whole family, what we'll do is typically we'll do it with 2 people at the kettle, and they'll kind of rotate every hour or so and that kind of thing. Or if you're with a civic group, they can normally do more hours, and we just spread them every 2 hours.
So it's just a great volunteer opportunity.
Right. It is.
And Major, in addition to donating to the Red Kettle Ringers, you also take donations throughout the year, which are very important to the work you do.
Yes, we do, and we rely on those donations to help us make it through the entire year. A typical scenario is where we have a lot of cash on hand right after Christmas. Once we get to the summer months, it's that summer lean months, and we're scraping by. So any donation that's given to Salvation Army is tax deductible, and they can mail any checks that they have, and they can put on there what they want it for, whether it's for food pantry or social services assistance or whatever they want, and it'll be used for that. And that needs to be sent to P.O. Box 2280, Kingsport, Tennessee.
And again, for more information to become a Red Kettle Ringer, about your Angel Tree program, people want to donate, volunteer, tell us where that information again, phone number, website, and where you're located.
Sure. They need to call 246-6671. That's our main line right there. And we will give them all the information that they need. They can also go to our Facebook page as well. We're on
They're
Facebook.
social.
Yeah, we have it. So if they just go to Salvation Army Kingsport, that will have all the information that they will need. They can ask questions and we'll try to answer it.
We're Major Anthony Basso with the Kingsport Salvation Army. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks for the incredible work you do, not only during the Christmas holiday season, but throughout the year to help people in need in our community. It's greatly appreciated.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much, Major.
Thanks for having me.
Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll have the fabulous conductor of the Symphony of the Mountains Orchestra, Cornelia Lomley-Orth, on the show right after this. And welcome back to this edition of your Kingsport Chamber Zone, on location from the very special Santa's place here in the Kingsport Town Center.
Speaking of Santa, Santa Claus, hot cider, and Christmas music. We love all three.
All three.
And you can find all three of these little holiday treats at the very popular annual Christmas concert with the Symphony of the Mountains Orchestra. This huge and popular fun family event is set for Saturday, December the 6th at 3 p.m. at the Eastman Employee Center. Here now with a sneak peek and to tell you who will be on that holiday stage is the ever lovely, ever talented, and never shy.
And fabulous.
And fabulous, of course.
Keep going.
We'll take all of our time. We will talk about the Christmas concert, I guess. Cornelia Lomley-Orth, maestro herself, the music director and conductor with the Symphony of the Mountains Orchestra. Cornelia, it's always good to have you on the show.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for having me.
Yeah.
We really appreciate everything you do.
Well, we love talking about the symphony. You have a lot of great shows throughout the year, but maybe the most popular one, of course, is your annual Christmas concert. So who's going to be on that holiday stage this year?
It is going to be a cast of 1,000 again. Of course, we're going to have the Symphony of the Mountains, the orchestra there, probably about 80 players. Then we're going to have the Voices of the Mountains, which is our chorus, big chorus. We're going to have over 100 children from the Mountain Empire Children's Choral Academy. That's the regional children's choir from this area. They're fantastic. Then we're going to bring in a gospel choir from the Mountain Mission School up in Grundy, Virginia. You've heard them the last 2 years
Yes.
of us. They're just spectacular, spectacular. And then this year we're also going to have a handbell choir from the
Wow.
First Presbyterian Church in Bristol. I'm excited about
You weren't
that.
kidding when you said a cast of 1,000.
No, I really
Where's everyone going to
wasn't.
sit? You know?
And then, of course, a guy in a red outfit with a long white beard is going to make his appearance.
You better start
too.
growing your
I'm not wearing red this year.
You're not, so it's not going to be you. We're going to have a wonderful concert and then a cookie and a punch reception afterwards in the lobby. You can take pictures with Santa. So
Neat.
it's going to snow, I heard.
Inside.
Inside, so that we can practice for the outside snow. No, it's not going to snow outside that day.
Yeah, we have-
I'm excited. I love our Christmas concert.
It's an impressive cast that you've assembled. So what kind of music are we going to hear?
It's all music that you're gonna love. It's traditional Christmas music, like green sleeves. We're gonna play the Waltz of the Flowers from Nutcracker, Polar Express music. We're gonna have Silent Night. We're gonna, of course, have a sing-along with the most famous Christmas tunes. So it's all gonna be things you're gonna recognize.
In addition just to the great music, and Cornelia, this is a truly fun family event. This is
It
a Christmas
is,
event
yes.
for people, right?
Yeah, as usual, kids and all ages of students are free of admission, so bring your family. This is not a sit-still concert. If you have a kid who you're worried, oh, they're not going to sit still or whatever, it doesn't matter. This is a family event. Bring them. Everybody's going to have a good time.
Well, and it's a very popular event. So
It
how
is.
can people get tickets, and tell us again when the concert is?
The concert is on Saturday, December the 6th at 3 o'clock at Eastman here in Kingsport, the Toya Fried Employee Center. You can get tickets either by calling our office or you can go to our website which is www.symphonyofthemountains.org, or you can just come to the door that day. Everything works, yes.
And how much are the tickets?
The tickets are free, as I said, for kids and students, and $30 for adults. But if you bring a group over 10 people, we give you a big reduction. And also, starting next week, we're going to hand out flyers at events and at local businesses, so people can get a discount if they get one of these flyers.
Neat. Okay.
Cornelia, now once you're done with the Christmas concert, you've got a quick turnaround to get ready for a number of great shows in early 2015. So what's on the symphony schedule early next year?
The first one is going to be in February. We're going to stay away from January because now the Swiss girl is so worried about snow in Tennessee. And this is going to be so amazing. We're going to get the Krüger Brothers. The Krüger Brothers is a bluegrass band, and actually the funny thing is they're from Switzerland original, but they live in North Carolina. They just won the Steve Martin Bluegrass Prize. They're just amazing, and they're going to perform with the symphony. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then in March we're going to do a program with our chorus and the ETSU choirs. We're going to do Mozart Requiem. Oh yeah, and also with the bluegrass, sorry, I forgot to say, the Pride Band of the ETSU program, Appalachian program, they're going to open the concert. And they're spectacular. So it's going to be this whole festival of bluegrass. Yeah, and then Mozart Requiem in March. That's one of probably my favorite choral pieces ever written. Then our chamber ensemble is going to perform several concerts. So, yeah, the season keeps going
Big
right
season
away.
ahead.
Yes.
Cornelia, tell us how we can donate, or if we want to buy season tickets, or if we want to buy those tickets for the Christmas concert, where you're located again, and all that contact information.
Our office is at the Renaissance Center on Center Street here in Kingsport. You can go there. Or you can call the office or go to the website or come to the door. Also for donations, you can do that over the website, or you can just send us a check or just come by.
It's awesome. So many great things going on, as always, with the Symphony of the Mountains. So Cornelia Lumley-Orth, so good to have you on here. We always enjoy you. Just brighten up the set whenever you're here. So
Thank
it's
you.
great to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Cornelia.
Thank you both.
And there's more CZ from the Kingsport Town Center right after this. Well, it's time to put a bow on this edition of your CZ, and we have one more final special guest.
This is so neat.
Higgs has joined us. My greatest gift ever.
Baby
Christmas
Higgs
every
right
year,
here.
Christmas
Which
every
means
day.
I don't have to get you anything since you've already gotten your greatest gift ever from your wife, Laura.
Well, that's true. That's right. Well, I don't know. I still have a few things
Perfect.
I'd like. But Higgs has joined us. This is Higgs Thomas Edward Figgins, his CZ debut, and there is his shirt.
Number one
Our
fan.
number one fan. We were going to put only fan on there, but, you know, we're still hopeful there will be more than just him.
Our moms might have objected.
That's right. But we had some fans on today's show. We want to thank all of our guests today, and of course the Kingsport Town Center for hosting our show as they always do. We look forward to spending many days here during this Christmas holiday season. And of course the great team at Charter Media for producing your CZ.
And we remind you to find out everything that's going on in Kingsport. You can always check out the Kingsport Chamber Zone. You can also give the Chamber a call at 392-8800. You can go visit them at 400 Clinchfield. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, because they are a social bunch. And of course, check out their website, kingsportchamber.org.
And of course, a few quick upcoming events to celebrate during the Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
Your Kingsport Chamber's Holiday After Hours will be Thursday, December 4th at 5:30 p.m. at the Meadowview Marriott.
We will be
there.
there.
That's right, with your CZ show.
The NICU, Next Generation Campaign for Wholesome Valley Medical Center's Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, a Night of Holiday Miracles coming up on Friday, December the 5th at the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. You can get tickets at WellmontFoundation.org or at your Kingsport Chamber.
And the next day, on Saturday, December 6th at 3 p.m. at the Toy F. Reed Eastman Employee Center, enjoy the very popular annual Christmas concert with your Symphony of the Mountains Orchestra. Just go to Symphony of the Mountains Orchestra.org
Easy
for more
for you to
information.
say.
Yes.
And of course, you don't want to miss Santa. He will be in town on November the 22nd. The parade is that afternoon at 3:30 in downtown Kingsport. But before that, please come here by the Kingsport Town Center and participate in the St. Jude Give Thanks Walk that morning. So much going on, Bob.
That's right. Higgs, have you had a fun show? Have you enjoyed the CZ? I think we've
I'll
put
take
him
the
to sleep
silence
too.
as yes.
Well, until our next visit together on your CZ, we are a very festive Bob and Laura, reminding you, especially during this Christmas holiday season, to please be loyal.
And buy local. Have a great week.
Oh, here comes my Christmas gift. We finally got her off the show.